views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to our BronxNet studios located on the beautiful campus of Lehman College. Each week's BronxNet's team of creative students and passionate professionals shine a light on the stories, places, people, and events throughout our community. I'm Katie Knight, and I would like to welcome you to this edition of the Week in Review. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Katie Knight. Flashing bulbs, designer clothes, and colorful talents, BronxNet's Christina Lane gave us an inside look into the hottest tickets in town, New York City's Fashion on the Hudson. Let's take a look.
We're here at Fashion on the Hudson 8, and the models are gearing up to rip the runway. The show is already jam-packed with designers, sponsors, and a fashionable audience. Let's go inside.
The fabulous Sophia Davis, producer of Fashion on the Hudson, discussed the significance of the show.
The important thing is designers do not have a place or a platform. You have Fashion Week. Now, who can afford that? Okay, independent designers that are sewing out of their home, they can't afford $60,000, $80,000 and stuff like that. I developed this so the designers have a place they can show their line, they can show every season, their new creation, and then we have press that come out like fabulous press like you that'll come out and interview the designer so people know that they're out there.
Hundreds of people lined up outside for the free annual runway show. The show featured over 80 models and 25 emerging and established designers. The phenomenal Anita Rivers, designer of classic royalty, told us what separates her designs from the rest and how she chose her models for the show.
I don't do collections, I do pieces, and I push it out by color. It's hectic upstairs, over 25 designers, it's 80 models. I'm just picking and choosing, sizing them while they walk past the room. It's crazy upstairs, so I'm just picking, based on walk too.
So my line is really gritty, chic, modern, and it's all about individuality and being powerful and confident.
Designer Ellen Durkin of the Iron Maiden definitely made heads turn with her jaw-dropping wearable metal designs.
I'm a blacksmith, and I started making wearable fashion, which I kind of called forged fashion, and then I ended up in the fashion industry kind of accidentally. So
I own the oldest hat shop in Harlem, 26 years, going strong. Just hit Vogue Australia and Vogue USA. I have the cover of Harper's Bazaar in Serbia. So I'm bringing my new collection today. It's going to be flirty and it's going to be fun.
The only people that don't succeed are the people that quit.
Reporting from Riverbank State Park, I'm Christina Lane for BronxNet.
Paddleball has become a staple here in the Bronx. So with the incoming generation hitting the parks this summer season, the Panel Family Alliance held a clinic to teach kids the beauty of the sport. Today we are here at one of PFA's paddleball clinics, and here the youth will get the opportunity to learn the sport of paddleball.
So the Paddleball Family Alliance was created to basically to grow the sport of paddleball. But in order to grow the sport of paddleball, what we're trying to do is get the youth involved into the game. At this point in time, most of the players that play the game are over the age of 40, 50. So we need the youth to be involved, otherwise the game's going to die.
President of PFA Mike Melendez says he's looking forward for more sponsorships in order to continue this program for the youths in the Bronx. PFA have partnered with the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Summer Camp to have the series of paddleball clinics.
What's wonderful to have this collaboration and reintroduce to our community paddleball, which is sort of a lost sport. End result is just working as a team and having great sportsmanship, building up their stamina, and just learning to get moving.
I like the program because the first day we came here, I went home, I was telling my father, like, Daddy, can we go buy paddleball equipment? This is really like an interesting sport, and I want to rebuild that memory with you because he did that in college.
I always like hit the ball, and it's great because it's like exercise.
It's actually a very good program. I never done paddleball, and it's a new experience for me.
The paddleball clinics is another way to provide the youths in the Bronx community an opportunity to be more physically active while developing sportsmanship. For BronxNet, this is Katie Roy Knight.
Paddleball Family Alliance, it's all about the kids.
The Bronx is a mecca of culture and heritage, and with a wide range of delicious cuisines, reporter Veronica Guiti traveled to the North Bronx to get a taste of what the Bronx has to offer.
You know, it's summertime when a food festival has taken over the streets. We're here in the North Bronx for the 9th annual Allerton Avenue International Food Show.
This is our 9th annual, and it brings out the people, and the people get to know each other. And when the people get to know each other, we have a better time. We feel safer, we feel secure, we feel as one, and that's a good thing.
Our borough is so diverse, and our diversity is a true asset. Now, we may not understand another culture or their language or their history, but you can always appreciate good music and good food, regardless of what part of the world they come from.
This is just a small sample of what the Bronx has to offer. So make sure you treat your palate before the summer is out. For BronxNet, I'm Veronica Guiti.
From the north to the south to the west to the east, we are expanding our services and upgrading technology at Lehman College. And now, Bronxites have an innovative media production facility in the East Bronx at Mercy College in the Hutch Metro Center. The windows on the East Bronx studio, a state-of-the-art control room, media labs for production and training, and other media-capable spaces. Training, workforce development, leading-edge technology, and programs that help you share your ideas, your voice, on your channels, locally and globally. Build media and technology skills at BronxNet and build your dreams.
Still generators off, everything's back.
Hi, honey. How are ya?
I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
You gotta learn your body, pace yourself, and have fun. So let's go have fun.
BronxNet Television, Channel 67.
Hello and welcome back to the Week in Review. If you miss any part of today's show, be sure to check out all the stories on BronxNet.tv or on Fios Channel 33 or Cablevision Channel 67. Honoring a tradition that began with a small group of DJs, the Bronx Orchard Beach Salsa Fest has grown to a new heights. Reporter Megan Sapman went behind the scenes of the festivities to get an inside look of what is happening.
Salsa Sundays at Orchard Beach are a half-a-century-long tradition for salsa-loving locals of the Bronx. Beginning with a DJ, car battery-powered music, and some dancing Bronxites on the sand, this tradition has evolved into something much bigger. Through word of mouth initially, and then through social media, word of the event now draws hundreds of people to the event each week. Lot 5 of Orchard Beach becomes a place with a strong sense of camaraderie, community, and honoring of musical traditions.
Hey, this event is called Salsa Sundays at Orchard Beach. It started 51 years ago by a black gentleman named Ernest Ensley, who was a lover of Latin music, a dancer in the old Palladium, and he started recording live bands and bringing his music out here on Sundays. It all started at Section 1 in the sand, and it evolved through the years to what it is here today.
Due to some health issues, DJ Ernie Ensley, the founder of this tradition, was unable to continue hosting the event. These two DJs have stepped in and have been keeping Salsa Sundays alive for the past 10 years.
They call this the Orchard Beach, the Little Puerto Rico, they got so many names for the Bronx here. The Bronx Riviera is what comes to mind, but it's an honor and a pleasure. I do this volunteering, and I just enjoy the music, and I enjoy watching the people dance and playing the best that we can play and enjoying a good Sunday salsa at Orchard Beach.
7 years we've been coming here every Sunday. Do not want to miss a Sunday. That's how great it is, really. We all just enjoy ourselves. We love being here.
Come down to Orchard Beach this Sunday if you wish to be a part of this culturally enriching experience. The gathering takes place every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. from Memorial Day until Labor Day in Lot 5 of Orchard Beach. If you want to learn more about the tradition, visit the website below. This is Meg Sackman for BronxNet.
Thank you, Megan Sapman. Keeping with the beat of the Bronx salsa flavor, Lehman College hosted a Salsa Under the Stars concert to celebrate the musical background. Let's take a look.
July 7th, Lehman College hosted a musical event called Salsa Under the Stars, where the salsa group La Sonora Newyorkina performed.
Next to me is a famous musician from Cuba, Mauricio Herrera, from Holguin, Cuba. From Holguin, Cuba, yeah.
The concert was free and open to the public and took place directly on campus. Many locals gathered to enjoy the summer salsa concert.
There's going to be more bands with different styles of music, like it's going to be a hip-hop band, I believe there's going to be a reggae band. Not tonight, other nights, but tonight is just purely salsa. Now we have more audience coming in to these concerts. We have better sound equipment, we have more support from the college, from Lehman College.
Many local Bronxites are excited that the opportunity presented itself to enable them to come together and appreciate this traditional form of music and dance.
I'm here today because I'm going to be performing with Sonora Newyorkina, and we are going to bring salsa for the community here at Lehman College. I'm very happy to be here because I live in the Bronx, I live in the South Bronx. I'm always having the opportunity to represent the Bronx, so it's a great opportunity for me to be here today.
Overall, the third annual Salsa Under the Stars was a success. If the exponential improvement of the event each year is any indicator, you won't want to miss this concert next time. This is Meg Sackman for BronxNet.
You're never too young to get into the fitness routine, and RC Fit Camp does just that for the youth community of the Bronx.
It is no secret, the Bronx has the highest obesity rate out of all 5 boroughs. But these 2 trainers have a philosophy. If you implement working out at an early age, it can progress into a healthy lifestyle.
We pretty much saw in our neighborhoods that, kids were just out of shape and we don't see enough physical activity going on. So we just really wanted to bring about awareness in the community and have the kids have fun.
The cliche workouts consist of routine cardio and strength training, but RC Fitness incorporates fun activities and team skill building into their camp.
The other thing is too that if you look around, there's a lot of soccer activity, there's football, there's baseball. There's not a lot of boot camp classes for kids. So we wanted to be one of the first ones to bring it here to Column Bay Park.
Families that have been a part of the program spoke to us about how RC Fitness Camp benefited their daily lives.
Rich met my mom and he's been training my mom, and then after that he decided to train me. So when he ended up having RC Fit Camp, I was like, this would be a great opportunity for them to go outside, enjoy it, have fun, and also be fit at the same time. And they love it. They have a great time. Every time they wake up every morning and they're like, oh, we're ready to go work out.
We even got the chance to learn a couple of tips from the kids.
Bend knees. And then twist.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Arms up.
Arms up.
Bent knees.
Bent knees.
Twist.
Twist.
Okay.
Okay. As we see here, there are a variety of workouts that both entertain and engage the younger generation in the Bronx. For more information, visit the website below. This is Tatiana Parrish for BronxNet.
When it comes to the film industry, the Bronx is not far behind. On the East Bronx, a true Hollywood premiere took place.
At the Huntington Free Library in Westchester Square is the premiere of the film Love in the Age of Dion, written, directed, and produced by a Bronx native.
This is a great time for the Huntington Free Library right here in Westchester Square. There's always something going on here.
I am the writer, director, and producer of the film tonight, Love in the Age of Dion, which began as a play at the Belmont Italian American Playhouse on Arthur Avenue. And then we turned it into a movie.
Writer, director, and producer Philip Jafari told us that his inspiration for the film came from parts of his life and the lives of his friends.
The story is about a man whose life has kind of fallen apart.
I played Frankie. He's the character who left the neighborhood and came back 25 years later, looking for redemption.
I thought it was a very good movie, coming of kind of age and lost love and unrequited love. And I think I'm 34 years old, and you could tell this movie was more targeted to an older audience that would remember the 60s. But I think I've been there and I've felt a connection to it as well.
I thought the story was excellent, and I think the way each character, each actor played their parts was fantastic.
For more information about upcoming events at Huntington Free Library or the East Bronx History Forum, visit the website at www.bronxnyc.com. For BronxNet, this is Katie Aloy Knight.
BronxNet lost a pillar in the Community Channels Foundation as well as an icon in the United States history. Christina Pagan looks back at the extraordinary life of Roscoe C. Brown.
Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The idea behind the race was participation, so that people would feel proud about the Bronx, proud about the college, and proud about their own bodies. We started with about 300 people, and now we have over 2,000 people running and walking. It's really a thrill to be here 37 years later.
Dr. Roscoe C. Brown, Jr., soldier, pilot, social and community activist, educator, father, grandfather, great-grandfather. A former Army Air Force captain, Dr. Brown commanded the 100th Fighter Squadron of the 332nd Fighter Group, known as the Tuskegee Airmen in World War II, and is credited with being the first 15th Air Force pilot to shoot down a German jet fighter. He was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2006, as well as the Distinguished Flying Cross and Air Medal with 8 oak leaf clusters.
It's cool to be smart. The Tuskegee Airmen were very cool, but we were very smart. We couldn't have done it if we weren't smart. And all of our youth can be cool and smart at the same time.
Although a native of Washington, D.C., Dr. Brown found a home in the Bronx and became a vocal advocate for its citizens. He was an activist for health and education, creating community initiatives and programs to boost involvement and awareness while president of Bronx Community College from 1977 to 1993. An avid runner who completed the New York City Marathon 9 times, Dr. Brown helped create the annual Run the Bronx race to bring health awareness to the people of the Bronx, as well as showcase the beauty of his adopted city. The race celebrated its 38th anniversary this year.
It feels wonderful, particularly since most of these people who are running weren't born when we started. It's a great race, it's a great community activity, and it makes me feel very, very proud.
Among his many passions, Dr. Brown was active in the arts and media, having hosted numerous television and radio programs on WCBS, WABC, and CUNY TV. He was also a member on the board of directors for BronxNet Television, serving for 25 years. Board of Directors Chairman Paul Gentile stated the entire BronxNet family mourns the death of Dr. Roscoe Brown, a board member for the past 25 years whose service to our country and his community have been extraordinary. An educator and a World War II pilot with the Tuskegee Airmen, Roscoe Brown leaves a legacy of integrity, wisdom, and courage in serving his fellow man. BronxNet celebrates and salutes the life of this great man who is impossible to replace. He will remain in our collective memories for all time.
Today, I am giving Dr. Roscoe Brown Jr. the key to the Bronx.
I am Dr. Roscoe C. Brown Jr. I served in World War II. I was a member of the Tuskegee Airmen, America's first African-American fighter pilots. Like all young people at that time, we wanted to serve our nation because we believed in what it stood for and what it could be.
This is a real hero. This is a man who could have gone off and done whatever he wanted, but stayed in what I call God's country. Stayed here and gave of himself, sacrificed, taught others, invested in future generations. He, ladies and gentlemen, embodies everything that we know of the Bronx. He embodies history. He embodies culture. He embodies perseverance. He embodies commitment and community. He is the reason why many of us have had our doors open.
Dr. Brown is survived by his 4 children, 6 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. His energy for life, his strength of conviction, and fortitude of spirit will serve as a model for generations to come. We celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Roscoe C. Brown, Jr.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. If you missed any of today's stories, we encourage you to tune in for Open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m., as well as visit us on the web at BronxNet.tv. This is Katie Aloy Knight, reminding you to stay connected through your channels here on BronxNet.
Hello, good people of the Bronx and beyond. Welcome to A Life in Art.
If you want to stay in the know about the latest happenings en español, check out Diálogo Abierto, BronxNet's own Spanish show, Wednesdays 6:30 p.m. on Channel 67. The latest in news, arts, culture, politics, and what's going on in your neighborhood. Diálogo Abierto, the best way to stay connected in Spanish. See you there. Te esperamos.
Still generated off.
Hi, honey. How are ya?
I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
You gotta learn your body, pace yourself, and have fun. So let's go have fun.
On BronxNet Television, Channel 67.
A child's success in the classroom depends on the support of their loved ones. Do you want to help your child succeed in school and prepare for college? Here are some helpful tips to put into practice. Stay in contact with the school and attend parent-teacher meetings until graduation. Encourage your child to read. Supervise your child's study schedule. Discuss college with the school counselor as early as 7th grade. Get informed about college costs and financial aid. And visit the Bronx Institute at www.bronxinstitute.org for more information of our college access programs. Education is the key to the future.
Welcome, everybody. We are open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You can catch me on there each and every night right after the Quiet Storm. You can catch me right here on Open, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Let's just call it on the 10s and then just keep it tuned. And we got you covered like a blanket, okay? I'm out in the community and we're all over the place because we are now open.
If you want to stay in the know about the latest happenings en español, check out Diálogo Abierto, BronxNet's own Spanish show, Wednesdays 6:30 p.m. on Channel 67. The latest in news, arts, culture, politics, and what's going on in your neighborhood. Diálogo Abierto, the best way to stay connected in Spanish. See you there. Te esperamos.